Can you believe that some men have sunken so low to the point, well, they are so starved of love, I guess, and like I guess they're just like absorbing too much of this hate for man that's going around, and being it's just being just that's just coming off of women or and other men. You know what I'm saying? There's just this hate for men, so much so that men are starting to pay only F girls to say I love you. Can you believe it? Because I can't. But apparently that's what's happening. That's what the title of the video says that we're gonna watch. Hey, let me show you. And by the way, this video is by Alteori. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, let's get it. But for real, man, if you're watching this, you don't have to pay an OF girl to say I love you, like just to hear that. Like, I know you may not hear it often, and I know you might be starved for it, but it's like paying an OF chick? Really? Come on, man. You could. Is it really? It's really that bad for you right now? Damn, bro. Come on, bro. Get up in the gym. We gotta get you back on your king shit. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's check this video out. Links will be in the description below.
And my most requested spicy audio recently has been love. These men are messaging me like, can you say my name and tell me you love me and miss me?
Aww, that's actually really sad. At least she's there for them, right? You're getting paid for it, but that's good. Sometimes that's all the therapy that people need.
You guys did this to yourself. No one likes you and no one misses.
Men did not do this to themselves. Women have just decided and have been brainwashed by social media that men bad. That's it. Y'all continuously go for the same type of man, the asshole type of man that doesn't want a committed relationship, that will use you for sex, that will abandon you at a moment's notice, that will leave you on red, that will block you, that will ghost you, that will do all this horrible shit to you because you don't like the nice guy. The nice guy pretty much gives you the ick, as y'all like to say. And so men did not do this to themselves. You women have dated the same type of man over and over and over again, that you started to think that all men are like that same type of man that you go for. And because of that, now you think all of us, even the nice guys, are the same. And now you're saying things like men have done this to themselves. We haven't done shit. And hello, nice guy here. Yeah, if you're wondering where we are, we stay inside the fucking house. Because dating is highly unlikely to be worth it anymore. As I always say, finding a good woman is in the US is like trying to find a piece of hay and a stack of needles. And I'm not trying to get stung over and over and over again. Tired of that shit. We're getting our money up, and a lot of us are looking for women outside the country because y'all have become so entitled and expect everything to be handed to you with no hesitation. And you guys want to be able to basically have an open relationship on your end, closed on the man's end, and you just want everything given to you, that you want this quote unquote princess treatment that a lot of you don't even deserve. And for men to be going around and paying OF girls just for them to say I love you is fucking, oh my, it's so messed up. Like that's how far some men have fallen, unfortunately. This isn't men doing this to themselves. This is women doing this to men and then blaming men for it. Fuck out of here with men doing it to themselves.
Misses you either, to the point where you have to pay people to say it. Likes you and no one misses you either.
see all the toxic shit the women be saying about men, and then y'all wonder where all the nice guys are. We see this shit. We hear about your content, but like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I still can't believe she had the audacity to say that men do this to themselves. Did this to themselves. Bitch, please. Women like her need to stay single for the rest of their lives. They don't deserve a good man.
Dear God, was that necessary?
She had me in the first half. I really thought it was going to be something sweet and caring, and I was like, oh my God, wow, it's true. It's good that you're getting paid to give people, I guess, a service that, you know, so many people don't have, you know, because there is a loneliness epidemic. I think the reason why girls don't feel it as much is because it's easier for us to get approached.
Also, this whole loneliness epidemic thing, where did it come from? Like I know there was an article about it, but that article was about men not having male friends. And then women took that and said, men are having a loneliness epidemic. That's what you get. We don't want to be with you. And it's like, bitch, it wasn't talking about men not being with women. It was talking about men not having other male friends. You just inserted yourself into this shit and started saying, yeah, that's what you get. Bitch, what? Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Damn.
We're approached all the time. You know, like, it's like, oh, you just have to exist as a woman and someone approaches you. With men, it's a lot harder. And I'm so glad. I used to want to be a boy. Not really. You know, like, when I was growing up a tomboy, I used to pretend to be a boy, like, oh gosh, it would be so great. Now, I think if I was born like freaking the last 10 years, they would probably try to say that I'm trans or something. But the truth is, you can't have tomboys or people of the opposite sex that are like fascinated with the other sex, right? Doesn't mean they're attracted to what that person's attracted to. I liked boys, but you know, I was like, oh, well, it's cool to be a boy because I liked all the stuff that boys liked. Didn't mean I want to be one. Didn't mean I liked girls. But anyway, I had a lot of guy friends growing up because we just vibe with the same things. We like the same things and stuff like that. And because of that, I was very close to seeing what these guys had to deal with and with other women. And it was very sad, honestly. It was really sad because they wouldn't be shy about showing it either. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. Of course not. But good grief, the way that they do them in the media is crazy. And then you have people out here saying this. First of all, you do OF content or wherever you do it. You don't think that your people are going to see this? The people that are giving you money? You'll say that they're lonely and sad, but
yeah, her clientele. Like, I do hope her clientele sees that shit, and then it's like, well, I don't know, this chick is not worth giving money to. I don't know what I was thinking. Why would I want to why do I want her to tell me that she loves me? I don't want her to love me. I hope her clients see that and just unsubscribe from that bullshit, bro.
you're taking their money though, aren't you? This is a prime example of nasty low rent behavior. And these people do this because I guess they're thinking they're being girl bosses or something. And it's really freaking icky because you were happily, ma'am, you were happily taking their money for exactly the same emotional stimulation that they themselves are craving. Your business model, the reason why you even are able to do what you do is because what you do, it depends on exploiting that void.
Which also, by the way, OF was created by a man and is owned by, and the business is owned by a man.
Without desperate or isolated men willing to pay for fake affection, along with all your, bare naked things and videos, you're not banking in money. So how are you gonna sit here? Why are we in this chapter of humanity where we insult the customers? Are there a lot of them that are degenerates? Sure, of course. There are a lot of women that are like that too, but most of that, most of that is because, yeah.
She said ew right when the kid looked up in the video. In case you're watching, I don't know what game footage she's showing, but there's a kid in the video that looked up and has no mouth and no face. It's like covered with skin, And as soon as it looked up, she said ew. That was perfect timing.
People are lonely or they're honestly, social media has just, okay, what in the hell? Stop. What is this? Okay, like you can't not find something disturbing nowadays. Like, just
Yeah, that's pretty disturbing on the video too.
Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something good for this when talking about this topic about depression and stuff like that. Showing a guy strung up like the Christ. Let's do Pragmatter. That's fine. Sorry.
Pragmatter is pretty good. I just finished that game. I beat it. I unlocked the new game and new game plus mode and this other mode. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I was thinking about playing that today, but instead today I'm going to be playing Naren the Orange Room and some Fortnite. So follow me on kick.com/PaperSin and link it in the description below. And yeah.
And I just woke up too. Forgive me. But anyway, yeah. So we're at this time in society where let's insult the fans. Anything the fans want, let's not give it to them because that's trendy apparently, and that makes money. No, it doesn't. Surprise. Instead of being quietly grateful for the easy revenue, all you gotta do is spread your legs or say a few words, which you happily do to feed the very people that you hate, but you're doing it though. You are publicly shitting on your customers who make that possible for you to live this very soft life. And it's kind of like if you go to a bar and the bartender is there and listening to you, and then he's like mocking them, goes on TikTok, hey, you know what I just heard? This guy is a loser. He went home and his wife, because he's not dicking her down, that she went with a neighbor. Oh, what a loser. Am I right? And people see your face. Like, unless you're wearing a mask when you're doing OF, these people are gonna see you, you fools. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And honestly, it's contempt, right? You're not just selling this fantasy to these people. You're profiting from all the male loneliness and then using your platform or your other platform to punish the vulnerability of these lonely people. That is the very thing that funds you. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Also, the fact that why is it blurred? Stop that. There we go. Also, the fact that the blatant misandry and is so strong in a lot of these women these days, and then they wonder why men are leave the country to go find wives. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to mock you for it, and it's like, no, I'm not leaving the country because I can't find a woman that wants me here. I'm leaving the country because the women here I don't want. I can't find a woman that I want that's here. You know what I'm saying? And then also the fact, for her to go around and say the things that she says and then turn around, strip butt naked and show her asshole for less than the cost of a Fortnite battle pass is fucking ridiculous. That shit, it feels so hypocritical. It feels so fucking dumb. It's like you want to talk shit about men, and then you turn around and be like, please give me money. Here's my titties. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious, bitch? Man, I hope all of her subscribers see the video that she said where she talks shit about them. Some of them probably have a shame kink, so they'll probably stick around. But she needs to lose most of her subscribers. She needs to lose at least 90% of them and never gain any more from that.
And then the funny thing is, I find that a lot of these people that do this, it ends up coming back and backfiring on them, because then you realize that, oh, they're lonely and they're broken because they're miserable. They're like, oh, look at everybody else, you nasty people. Then why are you doing this for them then? You hate them so much. Why are you doing, oh, money? Because that's what, streetwalkers do. They're so desperate for validation and desperate for money because they can't do anything else that they open their legs. And you know what? That's fine. If that's
zero talent, zero fucking knowledge of how to do anything else, so fucking dim-witted, so fucking ditzy, all they know how to do is open their legs and hope you give them money. And unfortunately, some men are stupid enough to actually do that. Now, hopefully they wise up. Hopefully they see what she said about them, and hopefully they get in the gym, fix their shit, and get back to being kings and gods like we are.
what people decide to do with their lives, that is completely okay. Don't sit up on some moral high ground though and try to look it down at other people and say, wow, look at you, you're so much you're doing OF content. What does that make you? Like, people are okay with it. People are like, okay, if you do this, that's fine. That's fine. You've won an easy way to make money, and you open up your snatch and have people take a whiff and they don't even have to touch you. They just have to look at you. Cool. But you're sitting up here acting as though you're more righteous than these people. And you know, this the lack of self-awareness for me.
I hope that the girl that she's talking about, the girl that made that video that is from in the beginning, I hope that girl finds the love of her life, falls head over heels, and then the guy finds out she did OF or does OF and is like, no, we can't be together, and like leaves her and breaks her heart and just like completely destroys her heart. She deserves that much, at least.
That's really, really, really crazy. And it's this cultural trend that people are hopping on that have no business speaking on it, especially when you're profiting from it, right? And the media is saying, oh, men are trash, toxic masculinity, this and this and that. By the way, half of these things that they're talking about, it's regular masculinity that they're calling toxic. So of course, now men are like, I don't know what to do. If I go up and I ask a woman on a date, even if she says okay, even if I consent, even if she consents, I think there was a thing like recently that even said, there was a lot of cases like this, but there was something most recently where this happened. So we go to a hotel, we do stuff, we consent, she consents. Are you good with this? Yes, I'm good with this. Okay, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, I'm blowing her back out. You like this? Yes. You good? Yes. After, hey, are you good? Yes, that was fun. I want to see you again. 10 years later, you know, actually, I kind of regret that. So now you took advantage of me. You go to jail now. I mean, how can you blame men for being like, damn? And people just believe me? Like, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. And then they wonder why we're avoiding them. Like, the fact that 10 years later, even 10 years later, they can be like, yeah, we had sex one time, it was consensual, but now I regret it and I'm taking away consent. Taking away consent after the deed is done. It's like, if I knew you were gonna take away consent, I would have done it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You could have just told me so I wouldn't have done that, you know? And now men have to worry about a woman taking away consent and ruining their lives over something they did years ago, over something that was consensually done years ago. And then there's some women that'll be like especially if you're a man with money, right? They'll go and they'll try and sleep with you, and then they'll ask you like take them shopping or some shit like that. You say no. Guess who's gonna take away consent? If you don't give them what they want after the deed is done, they can take away consent and say you raped them just to get back at you, just to hurt you, just to ruin your life because you wouldn't buy them a materialistic item. And so, man, the laws here in America are so far behind, bro. They need to be fixed when it comes to this relationship stuff and this consent stuff. And this, you know, it's so fucked up. Like if it doesn't get fixed, a lot of men will just keep leaving the country. And eventually, America's gonna be fucked because of that.
Firsthand, happened with friends of mine. I've seen that shit. And the woman who was with my friend, she didn't care that we were standing there. Like she didn't care. And the police officer even told the guy, "Look, dude, we believe you. We do believe you. Unfortunately, though, it's her word against yours. It's shitty. It's kind of how it is." She said, you did this, the court's gonna it. The police officers knew, but they knew they couldn't do anything because the woman was saying it. That's how fucked.
She said you did this, the court's gonna believe her because believe all women or some shit, or the court judge will be some liberal woman who also hates men, and or a liberal feminist woman that also hates men, or it'll be some simp dude that would believe anything a beautiful woman tells them, and then that dude's life is gonna be ruined. Everything he works for.
This society is. And then you have women out on TikTok being like, why are men not approaching us? That's why you're all lonely. Really, bitch? I don't understand. Like, if I was a guy, bro, I'd probably be dead or in jail or something like that, because I would snap. I really would. I can't, or just stay by myself. I go out in the woods somewhere and live with the freaking squirrels and skunks and birds and freaking.
And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're either staying by ourselves or we're going out of the country. Or some of us are lucky enough to actually find a good woman. However, how do you know? How do they know? Like, how do we know if that's a good woman? Because she just could be cosplaying as a good woman, and then one day decide to, after she gets the ring, maybe decide, all right, time to switch it up, show my true self, and then leave you and take everything you have, or take half your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or she might randomly get influenced by social media to turn on you. And because now there's even videos going around on TikTok where women are saying it's okay to leave the good man, and they're encouraging women to leave the good man, even if he didn't do anything to them, even if he's the best thing that's happened to him. They're still encouraging women to leave him. And those women, and some women do that shit, still do that shit. Because I've seen videos of these women saying that they did that shit and then regretting that they did, and saying that they regret doing that shit. Man, this is like, right now, it is such a crazy time to be dating in America. It's dangerous just because of the whole taking away consent thing 10 years later shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why everyone still has the tendency to believe women so easily. It's not like they aren't people, And people can lie, people can cheat, people can steal, people can manipulate. It's not just men that do these things. Women also do these things. And I'm gonna say it, they're a lot better at men than at doing these things. Which is why they get away with it so much, and it can happen so often. Man.
And the thing that goes in the freaking forest, I don't know what the hell makes that sound at night, but it's something. And I would live with those things. I would happily live with those things over some diseased freaking vagina. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And people wonder now why AI is taking over and these mans are looking for, companionship in that. And
bro, AI girlfriends are a thing as well. That to me, that's crazy. AI girlfriends, I couldn't do that. But I do have a theory on what's going to happen in the future. We're working on robots. We have AI, or we're still working on AI. When we put these AI chips or AIs into these robots, eventually there's gonna be like brothels and donation banks, because men are going to start dating AI robots, and they are going. And also, if they want to have a kid, but they have an AI girlfriend, an AI robot girlfriend, and the man wants to have a kid, women are, since men aren't going to be dating them, they're going to be donating their eggs to the an egg donation place, right? And then the men will come in and be like, all right, give me the eggs and they'll pick, just like women pick sperm donors, men will pick the egg donors. All right, well, give me this chick's eggs, and those eggs will be placed into the man's AI robot chick, because they have in China they already have robots that can host pregnancy, that can do the whole pregnancy, the whole 9-month pregnancy, carry a baby to term up to 9 months for a woman. You know what I'm saying? So the eggs will be put into the AI. All they have to do is like make a few adjustments to that. Put the eggs into the AI robot chick. The man does his thing. The robot gets pregnant, and the robot carries that baby to term, and then gives birth. That's what's gonna start happening. And as far as the brothels go, like, obviously, like, men are just gonna go there, like, to like, if they don't have their own AI robot chick at home, they'll just go there and use that. It's kind of nasty because it's pre-used multiple times, millions of times, but they'll do it. They'll do it. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen in the future. Women are gonna become egg donors. More egg donors, and then yeah, Men will be putting eggs into their robot AI girlfriends and having kids that way. That's what's gonna happen in the future.
And then women have the nerve to hate men and be like, disgusting, why are you guys going for AI? It's not real. Okay. The money that you're taking to pretend to be something you're clearly not, that's not real either. Ooh, yeah, that's not real either. It's just really disgusting. And the thing is, they put all men into this box. What if a lot of these men are on the spectrum? Or what if these guys like work in blue collar or high hour jobs, building lives and keeping everyone safe, or networking socially, veterans that have issues, post breakup people, or people who are burned by their past relationships? Because you realize that men can be victims of things too, right? It's not all the time that, oh,
They don't believe that men can be victims. Well, I mean, feminists like that, like misandrists like that, they don't believe that men can be victims. They believe that all men are the assaulter, the assaultee, the one that's the cause of the problem in today's society or with the world at all. That's what they believe. They don't believe men can be victims. They believe men can never be a victim. They believe men make everyone else the victims just by existing.
oh, every time you see something bad, it's a man. There's so many situations where women have hurt men. Exhibit A with this woman's post and what she said. Not every freaking lonely person is a basement dwelling misogynist. Many are just socially awkward or exhausted or conditioned to believe that they should put themselves, out there only to expect being rejected and humiliated, like what this very person was using her platform to do. Like you create the environment to make men lonely, and then you shit on them and say, ha, that's why you're lonely. It's kind of giving guy backhanding his wife and then saying, see what you made me do? Like, it's kind of giving that. And these people don't understand. And I don't think they care. And you know what? When they grow up in a lonely life and the same shit happens to them, I don't blame people for being like, well, that's what you get. Like those videos of those women that were being attacked by the dog and the men were recording it. Yeah, it sucks. But all the women in the comments are like, that's why you men are lonely. Not one person got up to help. Okay, but women don't like men though. And they repeatedly have put men in a situation where even if you go up to help them and you touch them wrong trying to grab them, they can come back around and sue you.
Bro, do y'all remember? I was hoping she would say something about that. Do y'all remember there was a case or whatever? A man got sued because sorry, there was a woman that was drowning. The man jumped into the pool, rescued her, pulled her out, and then gave her mouth to mouth to get her to spit up the water that was in her system. He saved her life, and she sued him. She said that he SA'd her or whatever. Y'all remember that? Can you believe that? I still can't believe that. So now now it's dangerous for us to even want to save a bitch. Like, are you serious? You know what? That's why if something like that happens and the men are just sitting there watching and she ends up dying, I can't be mad at the men for that. I can't be mad at them because that's literally what they asked for. That's what they want us to do. That's what they want. They want us to let's sit there and watch them like die that way. You know what I'm saying? Because if we help them, they're obviously gonna sue us. Maybe not. Obviously, it's not. And obviously, it's not all women that will do this. Thankfully, it's not all women. But we don't know if that woman is not one of the ones that will. I mean, obviously, we're gonna save them anyway. But can you imagine it getting to the point where the men just sit there and watch? Crazy.
Because that's also something that happened, and that woman won that case. You create that situation, basically encourage them not to help you or be anywhere near you, and then get mad that they're not near you. And then I don't understand this thing too. Another thing that women do that makes me so mad because it sets all of us back. If you're gonna say that you're an independent woman and you don't need no man, and you can make your own decisions, you can vote, you can buy stuff, you can be a businesswoman, entrepreneur, whatever, right? You cannot be two of the things. You cannot then be like, I didn't know what I was doing, the power dynamic. I regret giving consent. I took back my consent 10 years later because now I feel bad about it and I don't have any power. I didn't know what I was doing. Then you shouldn't be voting. That's the reason why these fucking MGTOW people and red pill people are being so popular. And people are like, yes, you're right, women shouldn't vote. It's because of people like that. You're making all of us fucking look bad. And then the thing is, people like me who talk about it, they label us pick-me's. But bitch, you wanna be picked, you fucking dumbass. You want to be picked. Unless you're—
Damn. She's the snapback. I like it.
someone who's asexual and doesn't want any companionship whatsoever. Just like men want to be picked. Women want to be picked, and bitch, you don't have to tell me I'm a fucking pick-me because I'm already married. I'm already picked, bitch. It's so fucking annoying, man. It's driving me absolutely freaking nuts that people out here actually exist like this, and this is how they think, and they don't make the connection that they are destroying society and creating issues that puts all of us women in danger. Because what do you think happens when you start to raise men like this with that kind of loneliness and dysfunction? Guess who the victims end up being? Dummies? Us. The freaking society that's the jobs that nobody wants, the dangerous things, all of it that's running, that keeps you with your job and the ability to just do the wave of your freaking thighs and you can get whatever you want. It's mostly men doing those jobs. I'm not saying women don't do it too, but it is mostly dudes. Why are we biting the hand that feeds us? We can still have autonomy and still be ourselves and still say, yes, we're strong. We can do this. We're not dummies. We can get educated. All of those things. You can still be those things, and I know this is a shocker, and still love men, right? Or love women, whatever you want. But you don't have to hate, you know, like the world. I can't even.
Do y'all remember they're hearing about a Survivor episode or whatever it's called? It was like two teams, man versus woman, and it's like survive in like the wild or whatever. Like the women almost died how many times? I'm asking for a friend. It's me. I'm the friend.
It's too early for this shit. It really is. It really is too early for this shit. And you're probably wondering like, Alteori, why are you mad about it? I'm mad about it because I have empathy. Because I can imagine what it's like being a man and being in that situation. Because I have a father. I mean, he's married, so he's good. But I have uncles, I have brothers, I have siblings, I have cousins, I have friends. I actually live in the real world where I know a lot of men, good men, and they are broad stroked in this category. And I can imagine, just like you're supposed to feel something for your family members, you know, like if something bad happens to them, you're supposed to feel some way about that. I can imagine what this would feel like for my friends, for my family. But maybe that's par for the course nowadays. People don't have any empathy. And I find it rich that the people that are claiming that they do are the most disgusting people on the face of the freaking planet, having the nerve to call other people that they hate beasts and terrible people and dictators or whatever. Have you seen yourself? Maybe you're obsessed with that line of thinking because that's what you are. More people need to go to therapy, or we need asylums or something, because people are just walking out here just randomly and just taking people down with the bat of an eyelash and the slice of a word. It's crazy. And I'm not saying you should censor or anything like that. No censorship. But consider, just like we have the ability to express ourselves, people should have the willing to push back. And so in this person's video,
you know, I mean, yeah, men should push back, but like,
oh, someone else says they pay a creator no problem, but demand 50-50 on dates. Someone else said, yeah, they will rush to buy gifts, throw cash, drain their accounts for a creator, but they're the same guys who don't believe in Valentine's Day or get resentful if he has to pay for the dinner. How do you know that? You know every single one of them? Do you know them? You know the incel men that these people talk about? Comments like this from women like these, or whoever these people are, you're the same, like you're the exact same thing on a different side of the coin. You are both the same. The incel behavior is on both sides. It just looks differently, aimed at the other person. We could flip it around too. Oh, you're mad that the guy won't pay for the whole thing. but yet you don't have any intention of going out with him, and you're just eating people's money.
Bro, I have seen that shit is true. I have seen videos about that shit as well. Like, women will admit they were not going to give the guy a chance. They just wanted a free meal. They will admit using dudes for free meals, and it sucks for dudes that this happens to them. Shit, it's happened to me before, but it's just it's part of the. I guess we just suck it up to the game. It's part of the game. But yeah, nah, it's no fun to have to deal with that kind of thing, bro. So I don't know. I don't know, man. That shit is it's bull. You know what I'm saying? I'm annoyed with it just because now I'm thinking about when it happened to me.
You say that you're self-sufficient. You don't need a guy to pay for you, but you're mad that he doesn't pay for you. You will drain your gifts, and
that's fucking true. They always say I mean, a lot of women do be saying that shit. Like, I don't need a man. 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 But they will get mad if that man doesn't pay for the whole dinner and shit, and the entire day in general.
Throw your cash away on all these other things that are not important, and then get mad that the man isn't doing the same when he wants to save money. I mean, we can throw this around, and I do agree with some of the people that are saying, you know, yeah, they're throwing all this cash away on their creators, which is funny because they're commenting this on the OF creators page. It's like, I mean, I can't really even blame them because she's doing it to herself by not wanting people to give her money, I guess. But this is also something that I have to say about the guys, right? Not gonna go all in on the women. If this didn't wake you up, stop giving them money. Punani is free. You can look at it free on the internet. There's a million sites out there where it's freaking free. And
yeah, I will never understand why people pay for that for you know, X-rated content. It's like, hey, bro, you know, there's a lot of there's websites out there. You can just get that shit for free. You don't have to, you know, pay this OF creator, this OF chick. And I'm sure you can probably find someone re-uploading her shit out there for free. So you don't have to do that. But yeah, I will never understand why a man will do that kind of thing, bro. That's ridiculous. Y'all are fucking stupid.
it's better than what these people are offering. It's free. Like, I don't get this. I don't understand why people are paying for freaking spiciness. It is free.
Oh, you're right, gambler. So you can just get your own. You can just get your own hoe at the same time. Just get your own hoe. Y'all don't have to pay for that shit. That's
it's
ridiculous.
Free. Can I say it again? It's FREE. It's free. It's free. I can't name the names on here because the video is probably gonna get blocked. But
you're getting your own hoe, or you're paying for it. Okay, there you go. There you go. You got your own hoes for it. But yeah, bro, nah, like these dudes are paying OF chicks to say I love you as well. Like that's just to say I love you.
XV.
That's how starved they are of that shit, bro. That shit's crazy. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I'll show after the video finishes, I'll show you the very very beginning where this chick is talking about how her clients pay for that shit. Bro, what was your shit? Hold on.
Like there's a million of them out there. A million hamsters, everything. They're out there. You don't need to pay for this. Are we okay? Like in the world? Unless you're that freaking whatever that you're like, I want them to talk to me real time. It would still be cheaper for you to go out there and find an individual walking in the shadows at night for $5 than it is paying this. What are you investing in?
Oh no, she's saying go find a hoe. Go find a hoe. You thought you were a touch star? Oh shit, my bad. I didn't even hit the mic. These dudes are love starved, bro. That shit is crazy. Also, like I've run into women on dating apps that are selling the bodies, bro. They can do that too. They don't have to go to to pay OF chicks for that. And if they want the girl, if they really want the girl to tell him that they love him, then all they have to do is ask her to. And she's yours for like an hour, bro. Just be like, hey, tell me that you love me. That's it. Give you the numbers. Bro, I don't add them. Shit. I just run into them, man. But then I'd be like, I don't pay for that shit. And they just be like, all right, well, they try to insult me and be like, you just don't got it. I'm like, I know what the value of $1 is, and it's worth more than some used up kitty. That's why. But yeah, they're on dating apps. Why would I want to? Hold on, I think my camera went blurry. Yeah, they want me to pay for it. It's still blurry. Oh well.
Bad management of money. You cannot be that much of a horrible stewardess of your money and your mental health that you do this shit. Maybe once upon a time it was best, but obviously you see here this is not working. And yes, you're right. If these guys are some of the people that are like, women ain't shit, and then you're giving them money, get fucked. I'm sorry. That's the only time I'll be like, yeah, you know what? You deserve everything that you get because you're aware.
Right?
You're aware of the situation and you don't.
You'd rather just go into a normalized relationship and wait a year later, or wait a year. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why some men are this desperate to even pay an OF chick, let alone just to her to say I love you. That's just, I cannot comprehend.
Don't like this kind of behavior, but you are funding it, which is, I don't know. When things were just before the whole social media thing and everyone's doing their thing, and you just had the sites or whatever.
You're right.
That looked like it was a better time because, you know, the women or the men that were doing it for entertainment were getting paid. Everybody else was exploding in a geyser of good feelings. I have to freaking, oh boy. But now it's like the Tinder thing. I think that's another thing that's breaking society. And I'm not just talking about the birth control thing. That's a whole other story. I don't want to make this video too long, but you're feeding the monster. It's sad.
But it's like, damn, they're that bad off? That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks, bro.
That happens, and I think this is horrible customer service or horrible business practice for this person to be doing this. You're making money on it because now they're gonna see you and be like, oh, you disgusting little bitch. Now I'm gonna go someone else. But yeah, stop giving money to these people. Why don't you put some of that money away and invest? And then guess what happens? You invest in the right thing. Start a little nest egg specifically for investing. You got your money for your bills. You got your money for emergencies, medical stuff in case someone falls down the stairs and cracks their back open or something. Then you got the other money that you clearly have enough of to pay these people. And instead of literally putting your eggs in one basket, or figuratively, you put that money away and you say, okay, what are some startup companies? Let me start investing in that. Let me invest in some real estate. And guess what happens? Here's what happens. It's crazy. You start making a lot of money. Maybe it takes a while for it to make money on itself, 5 or 10 years.
Gambling money goes in there.
And then women just come to you. Real women that you don't have to pay on a freaking screen. And I'm sorry, if you're doing this because you're like, well, I can't.
Then all you gotta do is take enough care of yourself for you to get handsome men. Just, all you gotta do is the work. If that's all it takes, I'd probably never do that. My gambling money stays for gambling. That's right. I mean, if you wanna put in work on your, if you took enough care of yourself, that would take up the money as well, and then you wouldn't be able to gamble as much.
Cause I'm married. You're married. Why did you get married then, bro? Jesus Christ. And then, if you're one of those people who are trapped in a marriage because you're like, well, I married her and she wasn't this monster when I met her, and I'm scared to divorce her because if I divorce her, she's going to take everything and she's going to take the kids and I can't see them and all my money. And if that's the case, what do you do in that case?
What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, that's a rough one. I don't know.
For real. Let me know in the comments below. What do you do?
that is, I don't know. I'd move to another country. And then you're not seeing your kids anyway, you know.
All right, what was the oh well shit. If she divorces you, take half your stuff, you get in the gym, you buckle down, bro. You start building your empire just like you were before you met her, except you do it with more willpower. You do it with more aggression. Like you are in on that shit. You do it with more focus. You know what I'm saying? You better yourself in all aspects of life. That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't give in. You don't let the depression get to you. You don't stay sad. You get in the gym to try to avoid that depression, and then you just kill it out there, bro. Take everything you have and put it into whatever you're trying to do, and just build your empire. Next thing you know, you're gonna go see if maybe you're going to go see your kids, or if for some reason she sees you out in public or something, right? She'll see you with a brand new car. You got that Lambo. Your girl is foreign, fine as fuck, and you're chilling, and she's jealous now because she's gonna see you with another woman that has everything that we're gonna give her. But now she's mad. Hell yeah, gambler, Latina baddie. Hell yeah, whatever you want, bro. Get that shit. She's gonna be jealous that she sees you with another woman, and that you're doing great, and that you're happy for yourself. Because I've seen those videos on TikTok as well. Women talking about how they divorced their husband, and the next time they see them, he's so much better. Like he's well off, and he's with another woman that's younger than the woman that he was with. You know what I'm saying? He's with a woman that's younger than her, to say that, and she's just mad about it, bro. That's what happens. That's all I gotta do is buckle down and buckle in and get to that shit. That's it. Everything's gonna work out for the best.
I don't know. I'd move to another country. And then you're not seeing your kids anyway. You know, you let the kids know, look, I love you when you're 18. Come find me or whatever. But I'm gonna literally like blow my head out of a freaking house. So I'm gonna go to the Philippines or somewhere else and chill out there for a while. Can they still garnish your wage? I think they still can. But then again, like it's like, okay, they're gonna take your money anyway. She's gonna, I don't know, dude.
It depends on the country, the state.
What would I do in that situation? If I was in the mafia, I'd know what I'd do. I'm kidding. But yeah, and then if she's not giving you any companionship or anything, and you're just stuck there in those situations, then you cheat because you know. Because then if a woman's in that situation and the guy's not doing it for her, the women will excuse it and be like, oh, honey girl, we understand. He wasn't doing his dues. So you have to allow the same thing for the guys. But I think there's so many guys out there that will just cheat just because. You'll have a great woman who's a great wife and everything, and they'll still cheat on her. So those are assholes. And then they make it bad for everybody else who's literally in a really bad situation. But yeah, that's rough, man. That's I don't know what to do in that case. Fake your death? Like, no.
Don't fake your death.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that at the time. But if you're outside of those things, you do have some control. And I do believe even in that case, you have some control. It's going to be monumentally harder. Unless you can record everything and
faking
prove
death, gambler.
that this person is toxic to the marriage. But if she's just not giving you anything, they're going to...
I mean, unless you really, really want to, and like you can make it so epic and believable, and like you just sneak off to another country and you're James Bonding this shit. Like you've got a new passport, a new identity, new everything, and you got a new whole life set up for you in another country already. If you can do it like that, then go ahead, fake your death. But if you can't do it like that, then you know you probably not worth trying.
And I'd be like, okay, whose fault is that? You know, get ripped. There's
That's
some
what
people
I'm
don't care, but I guarantee if you, okay, don't cheat. Get ripped. Go to the gym. You can never go wrong with going to the gym. And it feels really good to work out. Go to the gym. Don't cheat. But, and I know this is going to sound bad because people are like, you shouldn't play games. Well, the person in the marriage is doing that to this person and they're trapped. So I'm literally thinking of a way, you know, just start ignoring her too. Change your cologne. Start pumping iron, start looking good, but you know, act the same way you're like, she's gonna notice. She's gonna be like, why is he bulking up? Why is he wearing different cologne?
Give you 2 days So be a lazy bum and cheat on every partner. Noted. That's not what she's saying. She said don't cheat, bro.
Who the fuck? Like, who are you saying? No one. Just want to take more pride in myself. Why? Like, because don't you like me looking good? Yeah, who you looking good for? Like, if it starts out like that, just leave it. It could be worse, but at least women do this thing. The women who don't like sex, they do this thing where they're like, if they think that they don't have your attention and it's possible there's another actual real woman that's physical that might be threatening their place,
She like sex or some
they
shit.
will try to use their snatch as a way to control you. So at the very least, you'd probably be getting that out of it. It sounds annoying to have to play that game, but what are you supposed
Bro, you definitely misheard.
to do in that
This is
situation?
the complete opposite.
Right? Ask me how I know. I have seen it with family members. I have seen this shit. And it's very depressing and sad because the men are working their asses off. I don't want to say anymore. Anyway, yeah. I don't even know what to say about this, man. Just freaking.
It's always nice to see women put other women in check because, like, men can talk about these things and, like, you know, see a woman's video about it like that, whenever she's, you know, just talking down on men and just being a complete misandrist. Men can see that and say something about it. Hey, that's not cool, blah blah blah, whatever. And then of course women will just be like, oh, you're hating, you're just mad, you're sad, go cry somewhere, blah 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 blah. But when women say it and it hits differently, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like women are gonna see you as them turning on their own kind. It's like fuck the sister code kind of thing. Like it's nice to see a woman not following the sister code when the code is in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was Alteori. Alteori. Yeah, Alteori. Links to her video and her channel will both be in the description below. Be sure to check her out. And yeah, peace and much love to you.